Hello and welcome to Clipping In. It's Tuesday, the 22nd of July. Getting a window in the rain showers. The thunderstorms are finished, we hope. Let's get out to Saddleworth and see what there is to see. Good old Buckstones Junction. What was I saying about the rain stopped? Good grief, I've just been caught in an absolute downpour. I think there are different rules up here for the weather. Passing a little bridleway on the right there. Now that is the line of a really old ancient road that eventually connects with the Reddy-Cundeen Reservoir and heads over to that Ram's Head Inn that featured in the last video, the one that was off-roading. Dropping towards Denaw village. Up there you can see a sloping road that goes up to Grange Bar. That's our next port of call. So Grange Bar, Lancashire Red Rose, and that pub I used to talk about called the Black Bull and the Vamasaki and the Blue Pearl, it's gone. On the right, completely demolished. Now there are some minor roads on the left that are fairly quiet that go towards the quarries. Scout Hill, I think they're called. But purely in the interest of novelty, I'm going with the gravitational pull towards Oldham. There's the ancient marketplace of Ye Olde Tesco Extra. Everywhere's a bit wet and slippery, so I'm just being careful when cars pull out from side roads. I'll be turning left soon. There's a massive building dead ahead there, just as I'm waiting at the lights. Oldham Equitable Cooperative Society. What a building. Pulling away from Oldham town centre now. A little suburb called Lees. A couple of climbs to get back into more familiar Saddleworth country. So about to drop over now towards Delph again. But I thought, this is remarkable. Look at this view, expanse ahead. Fantastic. Back into hill country. I bet this has lifted many an Oldham heart. So we're just coming through the village of Delph now, another one of the Saddleworth cluster of villages. A little bit of disruption because they're rebuilding the library and community theatre. There's a four-way set of traffic lights. Now we're drawing closer to Denaw, and the road behind is the one that goes over Windy Hill, eventually heading to Rishworth and Ripponden. Quick stop for the obligatory reservoir check at Showery. Still looking pretty empty. Some work going on over there, I'm not sure what that is. Well, while I stopped, worth mentioning that I always carry a lightweight shell jacket, sort of 12 months of the year really. Any ride where I'm not setting off with the waterproof on, I carry one of these. Because up here the weather can turn half a dozen times in a couple of hours, so that's useful. That's the trusty mini pump, Blackburn air stick with some Gorilla tape wrapped around the shaft, because you never know when that'll come in handy. A gel, a get you out of jail card. You know, if you've lost it, if you've run out of energy and you've still got a couple of climbs to go, that can get you home in one piece. And of course, a spare GoPro battery. It's funny when you think of how many names cyclists have running out of carbs. I think the current term, at least in Britain, is bonk. I've heard the post-war generation, my dad's generation, call it knock, or even the knock. When I was over there, the French cyclists referred to it as frangal. I think the Spaniards call it the man with the hammer, which I think is brilliant. So descriptive. Visited by the man with the hammer. I'm not sure what that is in Spanish. L'uomo con marteau? I don't know. Marteau's French. I learned a smattering of Spanish when I went to Peru, just so that I could count to 20. Aye. And haggle in the street markets. Yeah. But I don't know cycling Spanish.
Sign says side wind. The wind turbines are suggesting side wind, so wait for Scamandon Bridge crossing. This might be exciting. Whee! Woo! Not half. Ringstone Reservoir. Another blast of side wind there. Whoosh. Oh. Just heading. Oh, I think I'll scrape over 50 miles with this one. But it's not been a bad one. I can claim legitimately some new roads for the channel. And the weather, it's been mixed, hasn't it? More like a typical Pennine summer, I think, than the heat waves we've been enjoying. So yeah, that's all for this edition of Clipping In. See you very soon back out on the Yorkshire roads. Bye bye.